welcome back to another episode of Daily Life with Paul and Mills Paul. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about something a little bit controversial, dog. We're going to talk about religion. I personally believe a lot of people believe in religion because simply their parents told them to participate. Because you see these massive groups of people, whether it be like Christianity or a Muslim or what's the other one, Catholic people, but it's just like they're just kind of sitting there, and for the most part the preacher doesn't even teach. The preacher simply just kind of babbles on about random nonsense that people can't actively use in their personal lives. But it's like, if you ask the question, why would you practice a religion? Being boldly honest, without anybody there looking over your shoulder. Most don't really even know this, but the reason why they are religious and practice that religion is simply to get into the gates of heaven. When I personally believe, now me, I am agnostic, but even with that definition, I really don't even know what being agnostic means. So it's just like, I just don't know. I don't know what I am. What I do believe is that I am here on this planet for a purpose. I don't think that it happened out of an accident. And I think I need to be able to listen and learn and acquire wisdom. I believe every single religion. I personally believe that it is to teach the crowds of people sitting in the pews to better themselves, to be a good person. And it should never be I'm being a good person for a treat. I'm trying my best in my own personal life to actively do this, but it's hard. But to not believe in karma and be a good person because you think that you're going to get something back, but simply to be a good person because you are a good person and that's your personality. I believe that we overcomplicate religion and consciously or unconsciously use it as a weapon to attack the other religion. No, Judaism, Christianity, Muslims, Catholics, they're wrong. I'm right because I'm whatever they aren't. And that happens, and that's going to continue to happen, unfortunately. That it's like, if we call it a god or whatever, let's just make it simple, were to look down at the students It's like, are you not listening to what's inside the book? And this is coming from a person who is 100% completely uneducated about following a religion. But I think that we can all admit to ourselves, if we're being honest, that we're not practicing correctly. Following a religion is a very personal thing. Now, say if you are following a religion correctly, whatever that might be, and people around you see that you are reaping benefits from following whichever religion, and say, oh, can you teach me too? Take that as like a warning to be very skeptical and realize in yourself that you are just at level 0. Like, you are still, even though that you're seeing these benefits, that you are still like not even in first grade, but at 0 grade. And then for someone to come up to you and say, can you teach me too? You may have to. You have to follow your intuition for your own personal life to know what to do. But it's like, you might have to say, I'm sorry, man, but you're going to have to do it by yourself as well. I can't help you because I can barely help myself. Why I say seek wisdom and not knowledge is because knowledge is essentially nothing. Knowledge is like the know-how to do something. Say, oh, I know how to unload this truck. That's it. End of story. We're done. That's knowledge. You don't need, nothing changed. But the wisdom comes in actually doing it. Wisdom is what you should, as a man, should really strive for. Wisdom is going out into the world, and instead of looking inside of a book, now you should still look at books. You still should look at books. But wisdom is actually going out into the world. Say if I wanted to buy, my $50,000 truck, and just go in there and figure it out. That's wisdom. That's the actual, that's the bottom line. That's what you should strive to do, is like, I don't think that anybody who does like anything amazing really knows exactly how they do it. I think that they just know a little bit and then actively go in, and then they become like, the person who they are, or like whatever. But I believe that we're in a generational change right now, and I believe that our future can be great. I believe that our day-to-day lives can be filled with happiness. I believe that going forward, that we can do this, that we may think that this generation is difficult, this generation is hard, but it's just like when we look in the past, we're like, damn, it's just like our lives are easy. This generation is easy. you know, and like every single generation has their own difficulties, but I believe that as like a human race, if we can focus in ourselves, and I'm working at this, I'm trying to work at this, but it's just like, you know, like I'm trying not to focus on anybody else but me right now, you know, and that takes a little bit of selfishness, um, but it's for the greater good. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Goodbye.